Welcome to the Angel Mystic podcast, where spiritually open minds come together to explore the wonders of angels, spiritual connections, and the art of manifesting, plus weekly angelic insights as I pull cards for the week ahead. Hosted by me, Amanda Tooke, the Angel Mystic, your spiritual midwife, to help you on your journey to a fulfilling and happy life, as seen on ITV, Channel 4, and writer for Fate and Fortune magazine. My hope is this podcast is your go-to resource for navigating life with more ease and flow. Whether you're a beginner on the spiritual path or a seasoned practitioner, join us as we unlock the secrets of connection and harness the power of manifestation to create the life you desire. Please rate, review, share and subscribe each episode as we embark on the Angel Mystic podcast. And don't forget to head over to show notes to find all the useful links to many free, amazing resources. Now let's delve in. Welcome to the Angel Mystic podcast. This podcast is all about why spiritual women struggle to make consistent money. So I'm going to start by saying I'm on the end of getting over some sort of virusy thing, and it's triggering my asthma. So if you hear heavy breathing, you know what's going on. Trying to get through this without having an asthma attack is the intention. So first of all, I want to say there is nothing wrong with you. If you are a spiritual, intuitive, gifted woman and your income goes up and down like a bride's nightie, you are not bad at business. And it's not because the universe is testing you. None of that. And it's not because you need another healing, another process doing. It's because spiritual women were never taught how to build something sustainable. And that's what I want to talk to you about: consistent money. Because it can feel really hard in a spiritual business. It can feel really hard in any business to have consistent flow. And we're going to talk about what actually needs to shift, because money doesn't come from your customers. Money doesn't come from your wages. Money doesn't come from the bank. Money comes from the universe. And it's about tapping into that flow of abundance and knowing that that can flow through your business too. And this is, what it's like when we're in business, because there's so many things that can trip us up. We can have the fear of being seen, raising our head above the pinnacle, and that can be scary. You'll want clients, you want to be fully booked, you want more money, but it's scary being visible. Being visible feels unsafe. And, on the back of that, you might feel like you are being judged, you are being criticized, maybe you're being misunderstood. It can also feel like you are growing out, outgrowing from the people that you've been around for a long time. And many spiritual women learn early on that standing out was not safe. When you look at, just for example, witches back in the day, they stood out. They were punished badly for that. So this all goes down our lineage as well. And, you may start your business with all gusto and guns blazing, and then feel like you need to pull back, and then you push a bit more, and then you feel like you need to, shrink again. And it can be sort of this up and down energy. And you're telling yourself, you are tired of it, or you need to protect your energy. But underneath, there is fear going on. The fear will be about that consistency, because consistency can be hard. And that consistency for you to show up and be visible all the time can be challenging. And we have to regulate our nervous system. We have to tell ourselves we are safe. And then we also may have fears around charging. So many spiritual businesses end up undercharging, or, pay what you want, because they're not comfortable charging their worth. Now, just for the record, if anyone says to me, oh, pay what you want for a service, I wouldn't have the service because I wouldn't know what to pay. I wouldn't want to, not give people enough, and therefore I wouldn't want to also give people too much. I want to know what I'm buying, what the price is, and then I will book. So I personally do not think pay what you like really helps anyone. But as a spiritual business owner, you often just want to help and you don't want to look greedy. You don't want people to think that you're in it for the money, but yet then we are in this 3D world and we have to earn money to live. But this is how your income becomes unstable because you're constantly in survival mode. And then you overgive and you give discounts and you give mates rates and you attract clients who are not committed because they don't see the value in your work because you're not charging your worth. And you begin to resent your own business. Charging properly is not greed, it's stability, it's necessity. And it allows you to serve at a higher level and reach those people that you started your business for. And the next one that's really quite huge is inconsistent action. So many spiritual people obviously were very affected by energy. They run their business emotionally. If they feel inspired, they show up. If they feel aligned, they create. But equally, we're not like that every day, are we? We've got so many things that can affect us. And your business does not run on emotions, even though you do. Your business runs on a rhythm. So if you only show up when you feel good, your income's going to absolutely mirror that. When you are having let's call it a wobbly day, your business will be affected. Consistency isn't really about forcing yourself, it's about planning, it's about structure and having things in place that make sure that you are showing up, or at least you look like you're showing up because you've got, posts that are scheduled, you've got emails that are scheduled. So we're often waiting for, some amazing sign, some inspiration to take our step forward because we feel like we are not quite ready yet. We just need to read one more book. We just need to do one more thing. But do you know what? We're never ready. We are never ready to take that step forward. But what we need to do is push through that. We need to have a clear pathway. We need to know what we're going to do. We're going to need to have a plan. This is often called a strategy, a business strategy. And that just means a plan. That plan might be to grow your email list intentionally, to nurture your audience, to create a simple sales process, to have a repeatable model. Otherwise, every month you're thinking, oh, what am I selling? What should I post? Nobody's buying. It's exhausting. And I know this because I've been doing this. Well, this business is, oh my goodness, 17 years old. And I first started my first business when I was 17. That's 40 years ago. And there's so much noise out there in the business industry that you're not sometimes sure what you should be doing and you shouldn't. And especially when you work with energy, especially when you are sensitive to all of that. So, yes, we need to follow our intuition, but we also need to make sure that we're not avoiding things. You know, do you feel called to send that email? Great. But if you're not quite aligned with it today, maybe you need to push through that and do it anyway. Intuition always feels calm and clear. Fear doesn't. And we need to separate out whether it's our fear that's stopping us or whether, we can follow our intuition because sometimes we're just hiding. So let's do a little exercise. And I want you to grab your notebook, your journal, and answer honestly in that. And you might want to pause and come back to this. But where am I consistent in my business? Not where are my clients inconsistent? Not where is my social media inconsistent? But where am I inconsistent and where am I consistent? And have a look at that. Where am I consistent? Where am I inconsistent? Just you yourself, not all the different aspects of your business. Is it your visibility? Is it your energy? Is it your judgment? Is it your fear of rejection, looking foolish? What is it? Dig deep. And hopefully you have been with me all this last week and been doing Overwhelmed to Business Success. And we did a great free training to help you start your business or indeed grow your business if you feel stuck. And now the doors are open to ABC, Abundant Business Course. And this is where, you can bring your spiritual based business or maybe, service based business. You can sort of bring it to life because not only does it give you mindset, it gives you structure in what you need to do, in finding clients, in marketing yourself, in learning about all the systems that you need to do to grow your business. So have a look. It's all in show notes and the doors are open to that now. I hope you've recognized yourself within this podcast today. And if you have, don't judge yourself. You're not failing. You're just, evolving. You are doing what you need to do and absolutely trust that. I've got some cards for the coming week. This is going to be for, let's have a look. 2nd to the 8th of March. Where did January and February go? Anybody know? Interesting. Interesting. And the way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The way the cards are coming out as well. It feels like we are moving, like sweeping forward. Um, the first card is for Monday, the manifesting card. This is like the powerhouse card in this deck, and it talks about how you can create exactly what you want. So if you've been doubting yourself, know by seeing this message that you can absolutely manifest what you want, whether it is in business, whether it is in your personal life. And you are fully supported because Tuesday is the guardian angel card. Tuesday is a reminder that you are fully looked after, fully taken care of, but don't forget to ask for the help that you need. Wednesday is the release card. So if you have been sitting with something, it's been bothering you, make sure you surrender it to your angels and then they can help you. Don't hold on to things for too long. And Thursday is the nature card. Nature is, well, let's just hope this lands when it's a lovely sunny day and we can all get outside because that's, what we're all craving right now. We're craving a bit of sunlight, we're craving a bit of blue skies, and it's time to top ourselves up because everything's going to feel a little bit better as spring is arriving. And Friday is a support card. It also sort of mirrors what we had earlier in the week, that your angels can't help you unless you ask. So make sure you're asking for the help that you need. Lean on them for the support. As we go into the weekend, we've got the health card. The health card is a reminder, it's not coming as a warning, it's coming as a reminder to look after yourself, to prioritize your needs, give yourself what you want. And on Sunday, it's the truth card. Stand in your truth, be proud of who you are. You are awesome as you are. I know I've gone a bit quick today, but I've wanted to get through this without my asthma kicking off again. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Go and check it all out in show notes. Till next time, bye for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and got value from it. If so, please rate, review, subscribe, and share it with your friends. It really does help in more ways than you realise. You can find out more good stuff between episodes. Just search The Angel Mystic on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You'll find me there. And I would love to connect with you more over in my free group on Facebook. Check out all the links in the show notes.